This is an interesting one. Yesterday, I posted a video about Fender and how private equity, especially in the music industry, ruins everything that it touches. And just this morning, I got the news of another private equity failure. Cesar Gaikian, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the CEO of Gibson since 2018, has decided to step down from his position as president and CEO effective end of next month. He isn't leaving the company entirely though, because he's moving on to a position as strategic thought partner. So next time Gibson reissues a 60s Les Paul and tobacco burst, you'll know whose strategic mind came up with that one. Throughout his 8-year tenure as CEO, he has certainly had lunch with a lot of rock stars. And if I had to guess, which I don't, but I'm going to anyway, I would say that has something to do with him stepping down from that position. Because throughout the past 8 years, Cesar has essentially been using his position as CEO of Gibson to gain access to rock stars like Tony Iommi and Serj Tankian, do the most random bullshit with them, and then pretend it's a Gibson project because he uploaded it to the company YouTube channel. But even Cesar must have at some point realized that the title of CEO also comes with some actual work you need to do, and that's no fun, is it now? But with a job title as vague as thought partner, you can do as many side quests as you want and remain on payroll. So this isn't bad news. Current Gibson ownership saved them from certain death after Phillips, who owned them previously, nearly ran them into the ground trying to make Gibson a lifestyle brand instead of a guitar company. But Cesar as CEO was no good overall. In the announcement post for his stepping down from the company, which I'm 90% sure Cesar wrote himself, it says that he reintroduced quality, integrity, and passion into the business. But all he really did was turn a $900 Epiphone into a $1,700 Epiphone. The most exciting thing that we saw during Cesar's time as CEO of Gibson was a prototype Victory 7-string that never ended up getting made. Other than that, he made the bold choice, which no previous CEO has ever made, to make lots of Les Pauls, and that really took Gibson to never-before-seen heights. Also, reintroducing quality does sound like Gibson's way of admitting that hadn't been the main focus in a while, but it's not like that changed under Cesar's leadership. Anne Rohosi, the current chief commercial officer of Gibson, will be serving as temporary CEO as they search for a new one, which does mean that Cesar's successor has not been determined yet. So they have a fantastic opportunity here to look for somebody who will really breathe fresh air into the company, and judging by the phrasing in the announcement post, it does look like they'll be going with somebody external rather than just giving Mark Agnesi a promotion. I assume Fender's CEO is in Canva updating his resume as we speak, but fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Speaking of Mark Agnesi, by the way, there's a link in the description for the I Can't Believe It's Not Authentic tee, 10% off, limited time only with code CEO. Everybody knows Cesar in their heart of hearts to be, excuse my verbiage, but a hack who used Gibson as a means to get access to famous people without striving to improve anything about the company besides profit margins. He's no good at guitar, for one thing. And I do believe it would be beneficial for the CEO of a guitar company to at least be semi-proficient in using the products that they sell. I'm not saying they should put Guthrie Govan in charge of every guitar company because he's the best, but it's become so clear in recent years that the people in charge of most big guitar companies don't give a shit about the product that they sell, but only about how much money it can make them. That's the very nature of private equity, and I am currently working on an entire video about private equity in the music industry, but we've seen so many examples this year alone of why that doesn't work in the long run. From Guitar Center trying to squeeze free business ideas out of their customers and failing miserably.
Hey everybody, Gabe Dalporto, CEO of Guitar Center here. We are about to do something insane.
All the way to what Fender has been doing for the past couple of months, which has now culminated in Thomann, Europe's biggest music retailer, suing the fuck out of them. So Gibson has an opportunity here to really revamp the company and keep their boomer tobacco burst clientele on board, but also regain the trust and fandom of players who had long abandoned them for their boring releases, insane pricing, ass quality control, and employees in the highest up positions who are too focused on mingling with rock stars or telling you not to play copies of their guitars. So all that to say, thank God. We all breathe a sigh of relief for now, and I sincerely hope that Cesar enjoys his new position as thought partner, because CEO was definitely doing him no good. It's yet to be determined who his successor is going to be. I'm quite excited to see that, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, I'll see you around.